Gonna throw in a whole handful of ginkgo nuts to boil them and to put them to the test to see whether it's easier to actually peel them after you boil them. I've got the boiled ginkgo nuts over here, and this is the fresh ginkgo nuts. Hi! And that's what I'm going to use to whack the nuts. And this is the ice cold water. Now there are two ways. One was taught by this uncle in the Sea Park market. He says that, boil the ginkgo nuts, and then after that it'll be much easier to get the skin out and everything. He says that everything will just fall out after boiling. And this other method is by the Tamantun auntie yesterday, who says that if you just crack it open and then dunk it into ice water, the skin will kind of fall off by itself after a while. So yeah, I'm just gonna test it out and see which is a better method. Just take one of these nuts and then put it on like the sharp surface and wham! Don't knock it too hard. Okay, so it will open up and then you'll see that sometimes you get a really nice one and it's perfect. You don't have to worry too much about it. So you can just put it, doesn't matter, put it in. Do the next one. And then you'll see that some of it are not as perfect as the first one. So you have this, like skin and I don't know, some other crap. And sometimes if you can just patiently kind of try to squeeze everything out, it will come out, but it takes a really long time. So auntie was saying just dunk it in, and then when you're done, the skin would have just fallen out by itself. So I put in 3 ginkgo nuts in there, and we'll see whether the skin falls out easily by itself or not after a while. Head on and do this other one which has been boiled, and let's see whether the skin falls out easily. Okay, the uncle is lying. Well, the ginkgo is cooked, but the skin does not fall out easily. You will still need to peel it manually, so I'm guessing this is not a very good method. Let's try another one. Same thing, the skin is still stuck to it. So, okay, fail. This method, don't follow. Oh shit, I forgot to soak the Chuk. Be right back. You should soak your Chuk for about half an hour before you actually start cooking it, so that it will be nice and soft and will melt easily. Okay, I'd like to conclude that this auntie's method is really good, because actually you don't even need to use your nails, you just need to rub it against your thumb and then it will just come out. So after clearing up all the skin, then the next part is to remove the heart of the ginkgo nut, which is this thing, which is right in the middle of the ginkgo nut. Where is that? Yeah, you see it? This thing is actually very bitter, so well, sometimes I just don't bother with it, but it's better to just remove it, then you won't get the bitterness. So what you do is you just kind of grab one and then you squeeze, then you open it up, and then you will see that there is a heart in there. There you go. do this like 1,000,000 times and finish up this whole bunch of ginkgo nuts. Okay, so this is what you need to make Fu Chuk Yi Mai Bak Go Tong Soi, which is actually bean curd, barley, ginkgo, I don't know, sweet soup. Yeah, but anyway, so I like to use this Baras barley putih, which is a little bit expensive, but the barley is really high in quality and it doesn't disintegrate after a long boil. And pandan leaf from number 7, free, and ginkgo nuts, slaving for it just now, and some rock sugar. Up to you how much you want to put in, depending on how sweet your tooth is. And of course, the main star is the Fu Chuk, which is a bunch of it are being soaked right now. You should soak it for about half an hour so that it will melt easily. Yep, that's it. I'm gonna start to boil the water and I'm gonna dump everything in at the same time. That's what the Tamantun auntie said. So I'm just gonna follow. I'm gonna throw in the pandan leaf, and then I'm gonna throw in the ginkgo nuts. Then I'm gonna throw in about, say, 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4 scoops of barley. I'm gonna throw in all of the soaked Fu Chuk and submerge them under the water. It's about half a pot of water, and that's it. Let it boil, and if there is not enough water, just add water, and yeah, I think that's all. See you in a bit. So it's now like I think 3 or 4 minutes later, and it's starting to boil, and it will just keep going and going and going. So I'll just stand here and wait for it to kind of like melt down. Alright, so now at this point there's very little water left, so I'm just going to add in some hot water so there is a little bit more water and it'll be not so thick. Alright, it's coming along, hang on. Now me is going to stir it to break the Chuk down. Alright, at this point I'm going to throw in like a piece of rock sugar, brown rock sugar, brown sugar, yeah, whatever. Goes in and just stir it around and let it melt. And then after that you can taste it and see if it's sweet enough for you. If it's not, then just add in more. It's pretty much ready. You can see it has all melted down, and yep, almost ready to eat. And there you have it. This is my very own Fu Chuk Yi Mai Bak Go Tong Soi, and it's time to num nums. Thanks for watching. Bye.